25 years. John welcomes your questions, from business to complex family matters to legal disputes. So tune in every Wednesday morning at 10:30 a.m. for Legally Yours with John Fuller, right here on WOCA 1370 AM and 96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 25 minutes before 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in to WOCA. This past weekend, we were asked to submit a photograph to a campaign, and the campaign was to help keep the public libraries public in Marion County, so I wanted to talk about that for a little bit. There's a couple of things with the in the state parks where, I got to tell you something too. I wanted to show you this. The public libraries have the Marion County Public Library System on their website. They've got a very cool thing, and it's archived photographs that you will just love browsing through these photographs. How do I do this? It's I guess you just go to their website and then you click on archives. And do you remember the Roxy movie theater downtown?
Yes, I do.
There's a picture of that, and gosh, most people probably don't even remember the Roxy. Mm-hmm. I believe it was on the south side of Silver Springs Boulevard. I can't think of what is there now, if anything. But anyway, if you go to the Roxy Theater. The Roxy Theater opened in the late 1930s and served black patrons only. It was locally owned by the Katiba Holding Company that also owned the grocery next door. It was managed by ABC Florida State Theaters Incorporated. The Roxy Theater was closed when a fire broke out at the screen end of the building on the evening of January 14th, 1953. The fire destroyed the building and it was never rebuilt. Mm-hmm. Wow, but I seem to remember a Roxy in the 70s.
I do too. So I wonder if, what, I know we had people in the studio to talk about it.
And I remember it was an all black theater.
Yes.
Not that it was required to be, but it was just the way it was.
Right.
Okay. Well, anyway. So there are some cool photographs, archived photographs. Here's one right now of black and white of old Silver Springs, probably taken in 1940. Oh, this is one of Bruce's pictures, Bruce Mozart.
Oh, yeah. He's wonderful.
Anyway, so you can scroll through these things. You can enlarge them and see them. Wow, this is a cool site. So what I went to was the library site. Mm-hmm. Marion County Public Libraries, marioncountyfl.org. I guess that's the county commission site. And then there's a link to the libraries.
Yes.
Well, anyway, so there is an issue here I wanted to talk to you about. The Friends of the Ocala Public Library has launched a campaign to convince the Marion County Board of County Commissioners to not privatize the library system and to not cut the library budget by another $500,000 on top of the $3 million in cuts since 2007-2008.
Yep.
This past weekend, we did our little part, which was to simply take a picture of ourselves. This was at the request. Mm-hmm. We had this request to do this, and let me find it on Facebook because I want to share with you how many people have responded to this, and I was like overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. By the amount of response to this thing. Hold on, let me go to my Facebook page.
Okay. It's on there. It's on our personal Facebook pages and on the WOCA Facebook page.
Right. So if my page, let's see. Okay, so it's a picture of us, and we're posing with some of the books from some of the authors that we've interviewed here at the radio station. And we've made a little sign that says, "Keep Marion County's Public Library public." Mm-hmm. And it's had so far 47 shares, Robin.
Wow, that's wonderful.
47 shares, and I think if I go to the shares, it'll tell me how many people have viewed it.
Mm-hmm. That's wonderful. Because all of those books can be found in the Marion County Public Library also.
Yeah, how do I see how many people viewed it? Well, I don't know, but mm-hmm. it was way up there last time I saw the numbers. The effort to keep the public libraries public is something that we wanted to talk about. The effort began as one to address the budget cut, but during visits with the commissioners, the Friends representatives learned the commissioners were quietly researching the privatization of the library to an out-of-state for-profit company. The move would turn over the library system's operation to the private company, but not the ownership or maintenance of the buildings. The county would pay the private corporation a fee to operate the library, which would also supply the company with funds to pay the company's stockholders a dividend.
Yeah.
How is that better?
Exactly.
And how is that
Exactly.
not public? I mean, in a sense, it still is public, except it's not going to be run as a public, because where does the money come from?
The taxpayer.
It comes from the taxpayer. According to Ocala Friends board president Carmen Maines, the privatizing of the library system would be the end of the being a public service to meet the needs of all Marion County residents. The heritage of public libraries is part of the American DNA, she said.
Exactly. We had her in the studio when this first happened.
Regarding the budget cut, one of the ways the library will be forced to deal with the proposed cut is to close the headquarters library on Sundays.
That's a shame.
A survey of patrons attending in the last 2 Sundays revealed all but one of 45 people interviewed would not be able to access the library on other days of the week. Other cuts will be staff positions, book purchases, computer repairs and upgrades, security, and more. Well, gosh, the library is more than just books, as you know.
Yes, it is. They do programs that are free to the public. It's just absolutely outstanding.
The library is the go-to resource in our community and in this country for those people who can't afford so many of the things that we all take for granted if you can't afford them.
And there are exhibits there.
Like computers.
And just this past week, the Daughters of the American Revolution had a whole exhibit there in the library about Confederacy Week. It was absolutely well done. And it was just, incredible. Free to the public.
The Ocala Friends group is asking the Friends groups of all of the Marion County libraries, that's Dunellen, Bellevue, the Freedom Library, the Forest Library, the Fort McCoy, Reddick, and Marion Oaks libraries to mobilize their members and patrons to do several things. They want you to sign a petition. Let me see if I can get you the address here. chn.ge/ let's see if I got this right. Was it 1I, Robin? Is that 1? Oh gosh, this is hard. IQ05 70. Let's see if I did it right here. Okay. Let's see if I did it right. And this is where you would sign the petition. Yeah, we, the undersigned, want the Marion County Board of County Commissioners to immediately stop considering privatization and or outsourcing of all or part of the Marion County Public Library systems, services, and its personnel.
Yeah, that's the stupidest thing.
So I will post this to Facebook, too.
Go right ahead. That way people can click on it. I think we did that in the very beginning,
I'm sure you
too.
did, yeah.
Yeah, when Carmen was in the studio for people to sign. But now this is getting down to the wire. Because
when is the deadline? Do you know?
It's on that sheet highlighted in yellow. There's one more discussion.
Oh, September 24th.
Yeah.
Oh, this is this week.
Yeah. That's the last discussion date that's coming up before the vote.
The mission of the Friends of the Ocala Public Library is to promote and develop the public library facilities in Ocala by enhancing community awareness, understanding, and the use of library in cooperation with the library director through supplemental financial assistance and direct voluntary support.
Yes.
All right, let me take a phone call. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. This is Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Yes, as you know, I like books, and I like the library. And just in case anybody's of the idea that privatization is a good thing, I would remind you all in this county that at one point several years ago, the landfill was privatized. And it was found out that the operators had accepted a lot of toxic material, and the county had to take over the landfill. We spent the best part of 20 years mitigating the pollution damage, so we didn't make any money off of that privatization deal. So let's make sure that we keep it the way it is, because we don't need to have another bad bargain like that.
There you go. I love your opinion, Jim. Thank you for that. All right, we'll take. I want to keep talking about this on the other side. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, sunshine mixing with clouds, high 87 to 91. Partly cloudy tonight, low 68 to 72. Tomorrow, sunshine and building clouds. There can be an afternoon thunderstorm in spots, but mainly dry at the coast, the high 86 to 90. For Wednesday, times of sun and clouds with a shower or thunderstorm near the coast, the high 84 to 88. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services, when your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements. From damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Your weekends are getting a little retool.
Swear to God, not making a joke.
Check this out. New shows? Check. Some new talent? Check. Let's welcome the guys.
Let's get it going.
Arnie Spanier.
Unbelievable.
TJ Reeves.
This is what you get.
Your weekends are on fire.
Because that's how exotic it is.
All right, 12 minutes before 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Monday morning. All right, we are spending this time to talk about a campaign to keep the Marion County Public Libraries public and to persuade our county commissioners to not move forward with a plan to privatize it. And so your phone calls are important. If you want to call, you can agree, disagree. I'm amazed at how this is really a bipartisan thing. I don't see people one side or the other. In other words, sometimes those who are typically Republican or conservative will be on one side, and those who are typically Democrat or liberal are on the other side. It's not the case in this case.
No, it'll be awful.
I just shared it on my site, and I think I did it on yours also, Robin. If I put your name in there anyway, we'll see if it went there. So that's the petition. Tax dollars collected from the Marion County citizens should be used solely for the betterment of this county for the citizens. They should never be used to contract out county public services to a for-profit company whose only desire is the enrichment of their shareholders. That's one of the things.
Exactly.
One of the points being made on the petition.
It's always about money when a person wants to come in and privatize it.
Another one says, every citizen currently has the right to all the financial records explaining where their tax dollars are being spent. If a for-profit company has control of those funds, no one will have access to those records again. All right, that's another point they want to make. A third point they're making on this petition, when you can go to my Facebook page or Robin's Facebook page, and we'll put it on the WOCA Facebook page when we get a chance, and share it, please. If you agree with what we're doing, then share it with somebody else. It says, because quality library staff have continually treated public assets with the utmost caution and care to meet the needs of all the citizens of Marion County, a private for-profit company will not practice the same caution and care with public assets, especially those companies not locally based, owned, or operated.
Exactly. I concur. And that's one of the points made in that musical, The Music Man. It was just so profound, and I don't know who all got it, but when the person that owned the library way back when, during the musical in the 1800s. He left the library building to the city, but he left all of the books to the librarian because he knew that the librarian would be fair and keep it all public, whereas if he would have left it to the city, they would have destroyed it. And I thought that was so profound.
And now remember, this is something they will be talking about for the last time on Thursday. Thursday at 7 p.m. The budget public hearing will be on September 24th at 7 p.m.
The last one.
That's the last one. Tony James, by the way, is the person who called us to ask us to help out with this. So we submitted our photo to her. I hope she can use it. Yeah, I think it's already making a difference. I think people are sharing the photo and sharing the sentiment about keeping the public library public.
Exactly, because that's all that's said on the sign. Keep Marion County's public library public. That's it. That's the statement.
In the petition, it also makes this point: the county will be left with bills after they have handed over the budget for the public library. The for-profit company will not pay for the unemployment benefits to all the people laid off. This will cost roughly $267,000.
Yep, that means the private company is going to come in and cut everybody out and put in their own people.
The next point that they make on the petition website is the citizens will lose all the programs created and materials purchased from the $141,000 donated to the public library system from the Friends of the Library every year.
Yeah, they work real hard at this too.
The next point they make is the county will lose roughly another $540,000 annually that is returned from the cost-saving practices of the public library staff. This money will go back to the for-profit company as more revenue.
Of course.
The seventh point they make on the petition is because we believe that responsible local government should always remain open to and responsive to the needs and opinions of those citizens whose tax dollars fund the county and all of its public services. Number 8, we do not want our public library privatized and or outsourced in any way, shape, or form. So this is a letter being sent to the Marion County Board of County Commissioners with the following statement. We, the undersigned, want the Marion County Board of County Commissioners to immediately stop considering privatization and or outsourcing of all or part of the Marion County Public Library systems, services, and its personnel.
And the public library is a great comfort. There are people who are single in the community that have lost their spouses. There are retired folks. There are young folks. And this is a place for them to go to enjoy free programs. If you're on a fixed budget or whatever it is, you can go enjoy free programs 7 days a week. It is just absolutely wonderful. It is a godsend to the people.
So if you want to sign the petition, read the same thing. If you have a pencil handy, I will read to you the not so easy website. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
It's http:// That's kind of a standard thing. http:// C as in Charles, H as in Harry, N as in Nancy, dot, G as in Gary, E as in Ellen, slash, the numeral 1, the uppercase I as in intelligent, a lowercase q as in quiet, a 0, a 5, a 7, and an uppercase D. I know it's a difficult website, but anyway, that's the website for the petition. Let's see. The library has accomplished the following things. They have added e-content. You can now have a Kindle or what's the other one called?
Yeah, Nook.
Nook.
Download, exactly.
You can download you can borrow a book for your Nook. You can borrow a book for your Kindle. How cool is that?
It's so cool.
They have increased broadband access to all libraries, which provided faster internet access in the libraries. They have converted most branch libraries to on-demand desktop streaming computers.
Yep, for free.
They have formed numerous community partnerships, including Altrusa, Best Buy, CareerSource, Children's Alliance, Golden Flake, Heart of Florida, Jerry's Pawn and Gun, Kiwanis, Publix, Success by 6, United Way, etc.
Yeah.
They've utilized community volunteers in all their libraries.
Sure they have. It's wonderful.
Provided training, resources, and learning-rich environments to early learning programs in all the libraries. They have constructed the Bellevue, Denellen, and Forest public libraries using grants and community development block grant money.
That's right.
So again, we're talking about this because of a campaign. Carmen Maines is the president of the Friends of the Ocala Public Library. Tony James is the the person who sent us the letter.
Yes.
She's with Tony. I don't know if she has a title with the library. But anyway, so she's helping out, and we want to help out too. We don't have a title with the library either.
No. No, Lee Schwartz, Julie Sieg, Tony James, Carmen Maines, everybody that's associated with it, all the volunteers, they do such a bang-up job. They provide a place for people to be and learn and have fun and just enjoy 7 days a week.
There you go. And
the Friends of the Marion County Public Library have book sales periodically throughout the year in all the branches, and all the money that they get from those sale of books and CDs and whatever it is they have there goes straight into the Marion County Public Library system to ease the public tax dollars.
The other part of the information that we have is the proposed budget will be presented to the BCC during the budget hearings.
The BCC.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that stands for. That's
okay.
The Board of County Commissioners.
Oh, okay.
And it would mean 8 positions being cut.
Yeah, that's horrible. Putting our people out of work.
A reduction of $101,000 worth of library materials.
Yeah.
$45,000 in computer hardware.
That's awful.
$42,000 in building security.
Yes, that is terrible. Putting more people out of work in our county when Marion County is supposed to add jobs and not cut them.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes. I was to the library last Friday, and there are people that say, well, nobody uses the library. False. I saw a number of school-age children doing their homework in the library. People were roaming the stacks. People were using the computers. The library is being used by the citizens of this county.
You're a great spokesperson.
Yeah,
Jim.
make
Thank
a case if you could, Jim, because you're pretty eloquent with these kind of things. Make a case, because I would assume somebody would say, well, they could still use it when it's private. Make a case why it should remain public, though.
It kind of goes hand in hand with the schools.
Yeah.
We have a responsibility to help our children be educated. And that's another way that they get educated is using the library.
Yeah, we're on the same page. Well, Jim, I appreciate you calling in again and sharing that with us. Because I've heard that too. Nobody's using the libraries. But when we've gone to the libraries, we always see people there too. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's it's a good, safe place for young children. It's well kept. You can get bargains in the Friends of the Library store in the lobby, and that helps to defray any expenses that don't come out of the taxpayer dollars.
Do you think that the decision to consider privatizing it is similar to fixing something that's not broken?
Yeah. I would hate to see the public library go to a privatization. I would hate to see and plus the county has had that experience with the landfill and had to spend well over whatever money we got from the person that held the lease.
Right.
So. One bad deal is enough in one lifetime, thank you.
Well, we're not the leaders with this campaign. We're just helping out.
We're the messengers.
We're the messengers. But if you want to help out the same people we're helping out, go to that website and sign that. I guess it's an electronic signature. I don't even think I did it yet. I think I just shared it, so I have to find out.
I did it. Yeah, it's just electronic.
I typed my name somewhere? Is that how I do it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so.
All right, thank you, Jim. Appreciate that. We're at the end. All right, we will take a little break.
Say no.
What is next?
Privatization.
Oh, Doc Love.
Library. Doc Love.
Doc Love.
Doc Love.
A relationship and dating expert.
Yeah, he's got
a show called Dating Women.
That's right.
All right, I'm paying attention to this. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pam Puso. Pleading not guilty in Boston, the mother of a murdered 2-year-old girl and her boyfriend. The child, known for months as Baby Doe, was found in June in a trash bag by someone walking their dog on a beach.
Opened the bag partially and saw what appeared to be the limb of a small child.
Suffolk County Assistant DA David Deacon. It's being called an instance of domestic violence that went terribly wrong. An Alabama man is charged with attempted murder after allegedly shooting his girlfriend, infant son, and a pastor at a Selma church.
It's sad that you can't just go and worship in church